Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome to season number 3 here in the Long Beach State Dynasty. We come into this season looking to bounce back from our first year in the West Coast Conference, where we were eliminated by the Gonzaga in the semifinals in the conference tournament. That was our only chance, to be honest, to get into the NCAA tournament. It was a lot harder in this new conference. Now, we have a bunch of new incoming freshmen, mostly big men, but we do have some guards as well, like Terrence Martin, like Tony Monson. We have a lot of guys that are coming in and maybe going to make an impact off of the bench. And then we have Wendell Caesar's little brother, William Caesar, coming into the starting lineup. He is one of our best, craftiest players as a big man right now. He's only 6'7", but he can have that guard ability, and he can also get scrappy in the middle. He's great at rebounding and also great at blocking shots. He and Helcott in the middle of the floor are going to be spectacular in the paint together. So we do take on USC in the opener. So let's just see how we will do with this new bench. To be honest, the bench is a lot different this year. It's going to be a whole lot of freshmen coming off the bench. They're going to need to play well in order for us to have depth this year. So here is USC on the opening possession this time, driving the lane. It's going to be an offensive foul. So we get the call early, and that one does give us possession here. Let's see if we can score the first bucket of the season. So here is Zion Storm going into his junior year. He uses the pick, moves to the corner, and shoots the three. That's actually a deep two. He had the foot on the line, and that one starts us out with the first bucket of the game. So there's the first rebound that time by William Caesar. He passes it up the court to Storm. Another three. It is good in transition. And Storm's got 5 early points. Nice outlet pass by William Caesar. Here is Spratley now on offense, and he drives the lane after the pump fake. And he's going to his junior season as well. And he gets his first buckets of the year as we now have a 7-point lead early on. And there is USC finally getting on the board as they do eventually get it to a 4-7 game. Here's Spratley this time, driving the lane, and look at him using the moves, and he gets to the bucket. He's got 4. So now a 6-9 game. Fadeaway 2 from USC. That's going to be off the mark, and here is our bench into the game. Joyner did come off the bench this game. He pulls up for 3, and he's got it. And how about Joyner, man? He's going to be really good this season, I think. He's going to have to run that second unit. I'm excited for the role he's playing. But here is a dunk in the inside, but it's a foul on Madoki, and he gets the foul called on him. And USC goes to the line, but they do miss both free throws as they run in transition this time, and they get the transition dunk. And now it's down to a 1-point lead here with now 8.5 to go here in the first half. Here's a pass to the left side. That's Monson, one of our impact freshmen coming off of the bench. He's 6'7". He can defend. He can do it all offensively. He really has a very versatile offensive game. Not like any other player we have in our roster right now. I think he is kind of the most versatile guy, and he is coming off the bench. So after a steal, here is Storm in transition. And you can already see he's ready in his junior year. He's going to be absolutely our best scorer for sure. So USC is keeping this one close. They are not the highest rated team in this game at all, especially this season. And we're going to look to play these Pac-12 teams because I think that's how you get promoted. You play the Pac-12 teams, you beat them, and you eventually get that promotion. But we're still a ways away from that probably. So here is Terrence Martin in the game at point guard, and he passes inside. And that is Blaine Ashley, the big freshman, 6'11". He's going to play a lot of center in this second unit. And you can just see him going to the line. He's going to be a pretty big body in the middle as he hits 1 of 2 free throws. And we're down by 2 with 3.5 to go. So here's the freshman Terrence Martin with the ball. He gets the pick. He shoots the corner 3, and it bounces around, but it is good. 20-19. We grab this lead right back. So here's USC with possession. Spinning move, and that is going to be a layup by Ade Clay. He's a junior. And USC takes the 1-point lead. So here's a deep 3. That is way out there. James Clinton off the mark. Here is William Caesar off the rebound, passing it up. That's going to be Macklin, and Terrence Macklin hits the 3. and that is going to be a 2-point lead here for LBSU. But USC comes back here on offense, rebound, put up and in, and that is Wiggins. He's got 8 points early on. As now we get it down to 3 seconds left here in the first half. We're going to try to inbound it here, get a shot off. 3.7 left on the clock. Joyner is going to drive the lane. He gets the foul call, and he gets it to go. 0.4 to go in traffic for Joyner. And that one brings it to a 2-point lead. A free throw will bring it to a 1-point lead. He is our best free throw shooter on the team still, and he hits it. It's now a 1-point lead here as they heave one up before the end of the half, and that one is going to be off. You can already see what Joyner is going to be. He's going to be that scorer off the bench for sure. He's got 6 points, and he's going to get the starter minutes. He's going to play quite a bit. He's going to be on the floor when we close out games. It's 30-29. I like what I see from this team, though. Our bench looks a lot deeper this season. So going into the second half, we are shooting 41%. I think that, we just need to play a little bit more better defense and make shots in transition and just do the dirty work. Here is William Caesar to open it up, and that is a pass from Joyner to Caesar, and that one gets us started here in the second half. As here's Macklin on the floor. He passes it around to Joyner again. He hits the three, and we are on an 8-0 run here, and now it's a 34-30 game. Missed shot. USC, that's Baz Helcott on the rebound. Storm brings it up the court. He's probably looking for a pick. Yep, he gets one from William Caesar. Driving the lane. He's going to try to get around defender, but he passes it back around to Helcott. That is a dunk inside by the big man. He is a senior this year. And now we have the 4-point lead here, 36-32. That's Macklin in the game. Step back three. He has the sweetest jumper on this team. It's so easy, so quick, so fluid. And he knocks down that three. He's going to be looking to do that all season long, coming off the bench, hitting threes. So now in a 5-point game, USC is starting to come back now. And in transition, that's a bucket. And I believe that was Aid Clay in transition. And now it's a 3-point lead. So here is Storm. He's got a mismatch, a big man on him, and he drives and dunks it. It's funny to see Storm get up that high. He's only 5'10". And now it's a 4-point lead here, 41-37. But here is USC, the Tomahawk jam on the baseline. Wow. And that one brings it back to a 2-point lead. But here's Spratley. He's got that dribble drive game, and he gets the and one to go. He's not the best free throw shooter, so he does miss his free throw. And now it's 43-39, but USC is not going away. That is a jump shot that time and a bucket. And now it's back to a 2-point lead. Back out to the corner now. LBSU in the corner. That is Spratley for three. And now it is a 46-41 game. Let's see if we can start to pull away here. So now with the 5-point lead, working it around. This is Martin, and he's going to hit the mid-range jump shot. And it's now a 7-point lead. Now USC does eventually get a bucket now. Storm working it inside. Gets the foul. And he's a very good free throw shooter now. I think in his season one he wasn't, but now Zion Storm looks like he is a good free throw shooter. Anytime he gets fouled, I'm happy because I know he has a good shot of hitting both, and he does. It's now a 50-43 game. And now here we are with 5.5 minutes left. Another pick. Storm to the basket. He gets it to go. Our closer is starting to take over now as USC starts to full court press. Now it's down to a 4-point lead. But Storm in transition hits the three. And that one makes it back to a 7-point lead. But USC does not go away. Joyner off the bench now. He's going to pass it inside. Good pass. William Caesar. He hits it back to a 7-point lead. We keep going back to these 7-point leads. But now USC under 2 minutes left. Gets it down to a 3-point lead. A mid-range shot. It's Storm. He nails it. Anytime they get close, Storm just takes back over. And now it's a 59-54 game. William Caesar in the corner, passing it inside. Macklin back around to Storm. Storm and one. And Zion Storm is going to work here in the final minutes. And you can see he's getting it done inside, outside, whatever it takes. He's got 20 in this game. And he will knock down the free throw to make it an 8-point game. And USC with 10 to go, now down by 7. They're going to try to get a bucket here, but they're taking all day. They're not even going to take a shot here. And let's see, they do get a mid-range off, and it's going to be off the mark. And LBSU starts out this season beating a Pac-12, I guess back then it was Pac-10 opponent, by 7 points. Zion Storm had 25 and 3, and USC just did not have enough. You should see our bench is going to be very, very good this year. The freshman Terrence Martin at point guard, Joyner as well. He's going to be a 2-guard and a point guard. That's what he's going to do. And then Macklin coming off the bench, he's going to hit those threes. It's going to be a very well-rounded team here. And then how about William Caesar and Helcott in the middle? They played very, very good defense in the middle. And it honestly stopped USC from shooting a good percentage because they shot like 30-something% here in this game, and they ended up coming up way short in this one. Tamir Macklin, I was saying Terrence Macklin. Tamir Macklin had 9 points, and Monsetti had 2. He had those 2 early points, didn't score after that. But, I mean, our bench was just so good and so deep that we didn't really need that scoring from Monsetti. A lot of people thought that Monsetti would be our leading scorer off the bench this year. I'm thinking it's going to be Joyner still. I mean, Joyner is still very, very good with the basketball in his hands. As we move on to the next games here, as we go up against now an SEC opponent in Vanderbilt, you can just see we are winning this game, Cass, up by 12 right now. And wow, Vanderbilt came all the way back in the final minutes and win by 2. We were just up by 12 with about 5 minutes to go, and Vanderbilt came all the way back, and they get that victory. So we do lose our first game now, and now we're playing up against Evansville as they take a double-digit lead. Now up by 15 at one point. Now let's see. Now they're up by 17. We crawl all the way back, and now it's a 3-point game, and we're going to hop into this one. Let's see if we can come back and get a win here for our second win of the series. So here we are, 65-62. Evansville does have possession here. We are on the road, as here they pass inside, and that is going to be good. As let's see if we can answer back. 67-62 now. Storm with the ball. Joyner gives them the pick. A 3. Storm is open, and it's off the mark as Evansville takes back over after the rebound. 67-62. William Caesar guarding the point guard at the top, and it's going to be a foul on him as Asher Dodson goes to the line. He's averaging 28.5 points per game this season. He hits the first of 2. Now a 6-point lead. The second one is good as well. It's now 69-62 with a minute left. Here is Caesar this time, passing around. This is Tamir Macklin, and he cannot get it to go. And now it's a 7-point lead still. We get possession back after a turnover. Here's Storm in the corner. Finally, we get a shot to go. But it's now a 4-point lead here with 21 seconds to go. And now Evansville hits the shot. And that one could spell the end of this game. As here's Storm. He's just going to pull up from 3. And this one is good. It's now a 3-point lead here with 13 seconds left. But now we have to foul Evansville. And look at how much time came off the clock. That was about 13 seconds worth of time just committing fouls. And Asher Dodson goes to the line. He's got 30 in this game after that free throw. And now the game looks out of reach. If he hits this one, it definitely is. It's now a 5-point game. No matter what we do here, it's going to be over. They deflect it, and they get the steal. And that one is going to be the end of this game. Evansville wins here at home as LBSU drops their second in a row. As now we move down to 1-2 here in non-conference play. Remember last year we went 5-10 in non-conference play. So I want to finish at least 500, and I want to do better, to be honest. And we'll see, how we do after these first couple of non-conference games. We will have Michigan next episode. They are our only ranked opponent we're playing this year on our schedule. They were the only one that would accept the invite. So we'll have to see how that goes next episode. But to end this one, we will go up against Jacksonville State, and we end up winning this one. So we moved to 500. I want to move to 500 at least in this episode. 80-71 here, and we get the victory. Helcott had 14 and 15, and Zion Storm had 26 and 5. So next episode, we do have more of the power conferences here. Michigan, Boston College, Washington State, Oregon State. I wanted to play some more, Pac-12, ACC, some sprinkled in there, the ones that would accept us, and then also some SEC ones as well. That's why we scheduled Vanderbilt. We ended up losing to Vanderbilt by 2. That was a bad loss. We definitely should have won that game, being up by 12 points with 5 minutes to go. But I'm looking forward to the rest of our schedule here. Michigan, Boston College, Washington State, Oregon State. I'm going to get through like 6 or 7 games next episode. I want to make it so that, I'm getting through the schedule pretty quickly here. I want to get into conference play and get into the tournaments. I want to get through these seasons and see where we can, improve each year. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. Next episode will be more non-conference play, so stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I've been working hard for a minute. The ones who don't deserve it seem to be the ones that get it. The ones who speak the truth never get the recognition, but the ones that act foolish seem to get all the attention. It don't matter though, yeah, and it don't even matter though, nope.